Hey, what's going on? I'm Charles Perkins, and this is Perkins Talks. Hey, what's going on? What's going on? How you guys doing? How's everybody doing? How's everybody's week been? Good afternoon, good morning, good evening. I know that's not how the order goes, but this is how the order goes for right now. So, as y'all can see by the title, I have been entitled to this Dallas, Texas. So you already know what we're about to talk about. So as most of y'all know, I recently relocated, not located, but relocated down to the great state of Texas, God's country, right? As they so call it, because it's so many churches, God's country, whatever. I don't know. Anyway, so I relocated down to the great state of Dallas. Actually, it's not really Dallas. I got corrected. It's actually Fort Worth. So I relocated down to Fort Worth. It's almost like a Brooklyn. It's almost like a Brooklyn Bronx thing, you know. Like I'm from Brooklyn. Don't confuse us with the Bronx. People from the Bronx, don't confuse them with Brooklyn. Such. You know, whatever. But anyway, so I relocated down to Fort Worth, Texas, and it's been a great thing. You know, it's been a little struggle. I'll tell you that for sure. It's been a little struggle here and there, but overall it's been good. You know, it's been good. And I'm still in the process of looking for a job. I haven't found that yet. And soon, soon August rent is going to be starting to pile up now, and I don't know where that's going to come from, but it's going to come from somewhere. So hopefully I'll be able to have a job by then. Lord, please, I am your son at your mercy. But yes, hopefully I'll be able to have a job by then. But let me answer some questions because a lot of people have been asking me, hey, you know, you're supposed to move at the end of the month. No, you're supposed to move at the end of the year. And now it's June and you moved in June. Why June? Da, da, da. So I'm going to answer all these questions for you. Number one, it was my job. My job, even though I am a positive person, I truly believe that your atmosphere has the power to change your positive attitude into something that's very different, into something that's not you. You know, if you have negative people coming in, guess what? And they're gonna talk negative. They're gonna breathe negative. They're gonna act negative. So what's gonna happen? You're gonna become a negative person, right? So for me, it was my job. I wasn't really. I felt that even though yes I'm there, but I felt that I wasn't really there. I'd always would spend time traveling, spend money traveling, going to different places, going to Texas, going all over, and that's actually the good thing about the job. You know, they gave me I had enough time just to take off. A day here, a day there, 2 days here, 3 days there, which is really good. I had that opportunity to do that, which I'm really grateful on that part about. So I was able to travel all over, and it was such a good feeling. And then of course to come back was just like, really, I gotta come back now. And so for me, like I said, you know, it was really the job, the aspect of the job. So a lot of people were really negative there, and even people that even just started, like people after me that started after me, was just like, oh, this place has this place is that, and I'm like, oh Lord, this is not what I really wanted. But I was grateful for it because it gave me the experience in law enforcement. That I really wanted, you know, in New York law enforcement. Let me say it like that. So it gave me that experience of that I really treasure, you know. Number two, I realized that I'm young, single, and I felt like there was really no girls in New York for me. I'm not saying that there's girls here that I could hook up with. Whoa, not hook up, but get to. Wow. that I could get together with, and so that was that. And then of course there was girls that I liked that didn't like me, or yeah, I was like, man, I think that she's the one. And then it's like, no, hey friend, or hey brother. And I'm like, well, Lord, you're gonna have to do something. So I really felt that there was no one really that was a suitable partner for me. And so I'm young, single. My family, that was the only ones I really left behind. My physical family, and we really didn't communicate like that. Only time we really communicated was when I was leaving, and that's when I had all the phone calls, everyone asking me, hey, what's up? How are you leaving that out? I'm like, wow, who are you? Where'd you come from? But it's okay. Um, so I really didn't have nothing in New York that would hold me back. I didn't have nothing that would tie me to New York. So for me, it was easy for me to get up. Of course, it was my church family that was really the hardest because even though I've known them the shortest amount of time, 7 years, even though I've known them the shortest amount of time, I felt that it was really hard just to let that go and just all of a sudden leave that behind and move on. And that was the hardest. That was really the hardest of everything. And and so I'm going to miss them. I do miss them the most, especially the church. Service, worship. Yeah, worship down here is different than worship what we were doing that up in New York. It was different. So yeah, so that was that. And then so it was no ties to New York. I'm still young, I'm 31, so I felt now is the perfect time. I'm still young. I'm able to do something. So now, if this doesn't work out, I could pack up all my stuff, throw out whatever that I have here, whatever, and move on to somewhere else, and to restart somewhere else, to do whatever somewhere else, or moving within this state, because this state is a big state, like from Amarillo, which is like the top of Texas, down to the lowest. It's about almost like 9 hours just to get through, maybe even a little bit more. So there's definitely a lot of options for me to flow around within the state. Houston, you got Houston, you have Austin, you have San Antonio. You have all over that I could be able to explore and stuff like that. Okay, so it was the job, no ties to New York. I'm still young. The other thing too is that I had taken some money out from somewhere. I won't say where. I'm smarter than that, guys. You ain't gonna get me. You ain't gonna get me. But yes, I had taken some money out, and so then I took out about 3,000, put in my bank account, and so now, of course, I was making money, but I wasn't making so much money. So now it was just like, oh man, money's starting to go down. So now I went from like 3,000 to 2,000 something. So then whenever I got the paycheck, I'll put it right back into that. Of course, the money went back up, but then the money would go down. So I'm like, it's like, you know what? Let me just go. Let me just go. Let me just go. Let me just go. So now is that, So yes, those are my reasons of actually leaving. So all of y'all know what my reasons are. So no, there isn't a girl here. I can show you, but I don't want to show you with the condition that this is looking at. But no, there isn't a girl that I left Texas. That I left New York for. No, I am not doing non-Christian activities. I'm still a Christian as far as I know, unless God changes that. Unless God changes that, which I don't think He will. So, yes. So for those who probably thought that I was leaving New York for a girl or leaving New York for whatever reason, whatever, those are my reasons. I gave y'all the reason. I think it was 5. Those are my top reasons for leaving New York and starting over somewhere else. I truly believe that with me being a native New Yorker, 31 years, that now it's time to see something different. It's time for a change. A lot of people in New York stay in New York, die in New York, not living out their dream, not living out their full potential, not really doing whatever they want to do. Yes, our life isn't our own, it is God's. If you are a Christian, you were bought with a price for God and for his glory. I truly believe that. But I don't believe that we need to stay in a place that you're not comfortable in and that you can't afford to live in. And that was the other thing. So 6 reasons. That's the other thing. I'm going to finish what I was about to say. But that's the other thing too. I wanted to move out of my mom's house, right? I wanted to move out of my mom's house. And it was just too expensive for me. It was just too expensive and I couldn't do it. So what happened was that I started to realize, okay, yeah, I'm paying my mom $600, whatever. That's great. But it's just the fact that I wanted something different now. I wanted to be out on my own. I wanted to be able to wear my underwears around my own place and do whatever I want to do. Like, oh, I get to twerk. I get to, okay, I don't really twerk, stuff like that, so I don't do that. But anyway, so I wanted my own place, and I couldn't do that with my mom's house. So, because whenever I would go to the back, because my room's like right here, like right there, and then the bathroom's like right there. And my mom caught me coming out without my shorts on. She's like, "Oh, this is my house. You gotta put on shorts. You gotta." So for me, I was just like, you know what? I need my own place. I need my own place where I can breathe, where I can do whatever. If I want to invite some friends over, I can invite some friends over. And I couldn't do that in my mom's house. So I said, you know what? Okay, Charles, either you can stay here and try to save as much as you can, be at the job that you don't like, or you could move out. In New York, I couldn't do that. I was going to move in with one of my friends. We stopped talking for a little bit. Of course, we're talking now. Now that I moved, we're talking, whatever. No judgments. But I moved out. So I wanted to move out. So I was going to move out with my friend. He was only going to charge me $700, which was going to be only $100 more than what my mom was charging me, which really wasn't that bad. That fell through. Then some people that I know was going to charge me $1,000 just for a room and whatever, which really wasn't too bad. But I was like, nah, I'm not going to do that. So I was like, you know what? Let me just move. So I started looking into apartments down here, and I found an apartment that was what my mom was charging me, only like about $100 more, or rather for right now, it's $30 more. Then soon it's gonna be almost $100 more of what I'm paying now. So for me, I was like, oh man, that's not bad. You know, I'm like, all right, so I'll do it. For me, the apartment is a nice size. I've heard some criticism, some negative Nancy's about the apartment, but it's all right. It's my apartment. It's not your apartment. It's my apartment. So if you don't like it, you don't gotta come and visit me. Yeah. I'm just kidding. Please come and visit me. Please, I need everybody to come visit me. Please, please. So, yes. So back to what I'm saying. So, so either you can live the life that God has given you. If you're a Christian, if you could live the life that God has given, even if you're not a Christian, if you could live the life that God has given you, and no matter where you go, God is always going to be there with you. So if I go to Oklahoma, God is there. If I go to Arizona, God is there. If I go to California, God is there. If I go to Minnesota, God is there. If I go to Chicago, God is there. Wherever I go, God is there with me. So no matter where I go, I can't escape God. Like Jonah tried to run away from God and he couldn't do it. So no matter where I go, God is always going to be there. So that's really the reasons why I moved or why I decided to uproot myself and go to somewhere else. So that's the video. I already put the apartment tour on the last video, so if y'all didn't see that, go and check that out. Hopefully when I get furniture, I'll be doing the tour of the apartment once the apartment gets furnished. Hopefully that's before the end of the year. Hopefully within the next few months. So this is Perkins Talks. Perkins, y'all already know what it is. Let's go, Dallas, Texas. Keep me in your prayers. Keep praying for me or something. I don't know. But yeah, so that's it, y'all. Take care. Be blessed. Less stress. Go and do it. Burp.